For today, I will be sharing how I make compost tea. Compost tea is an organic liquid fertilizer that is water or spray to the leaves of the plant. The concept behind this is similar to a tea. You basically dilute or mix compost into the chlorinated water, and the nutrients and the beneficial microbes will transfer from the compost to our dechlorinated water. So this method of using compost is ideal for people who have a lot of plants but lack on compost. This also maximizes the use of compost rather than just putting this on the topsoil of the plant. So materials we will need to make compost tea are a container filled with dechlorinated water. Now the container depends on the capacity that you want to make, and make sure that your water is dechlorinated, because if you use tap water, the beneficial microbes will decrease in population, and microbes tend to maximize the nutrients into the soil. Obviously, we will also going to make use of compost, but if you're using animal manure that came from herbivores or vermicast, that will also do. And this is optional, but you can make use of molasses or brown sugar, and I'm also going to make use of lactic acid bacteria. For our equipments and tools, I'm going to make use of measuring cup and something to stir up the molasses with the water. Another material we might use is eco bag or a fine net. This is to strain the big materials from getting into the water. In making compost tea, first step is to mix in our compost or vermicast into water. And then I'm gonna add 50 ml of molasses. When you're using brown sugar, there's no need to dilute it in water. The purpose of molasses is bacterial food. This will serve as food for our microorganisms. And then the same amount of lactic acid bacteria. And the ratio between our compost and water is not that strict. You can use 1:1 ratio, but what I did here is 1:4 ratio. And then mix it in, because molasses stays on the bottom. You can leave this for 4 to 8 hours. If you're gonna leave this for 3 days, make sure that you have an air pump, because if you don't apply air pumps, it will decrease the population of bacteria, because the microbes here needs air. So make sure that you have a air pump. But if you cannot find one, just mix the liquid every 2 to 4 hours, so there's like an aeration into the water. After 8 hours, you can strain the liquid. You can put a net so you can sift out all of the big chunks, and then you can water this to your plants early in the morning or late in the afternoon. You can water this every day, but 1 to 2 times a week is enough. It is important that you use all of the compost tea before 7 days, because it will, if we let this sit for more than a week, the population of bacteria will start to decrease, and that could set off a foul odor. So make sure that you use this as soon as possible. Now that's all for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you find this video informative, consider sharing this to your friends and hitting the like button. If you want to support my channel, subscribe. As for molasses, I found an online shop where you can purchase molasses, so I'll put a link in the description.